We don't follow trends, we own them. This is fusion, this is the mothership. Real you, real power, let's go. As a mothership alive, we rise in the night, built from the chains where others lost sight. As our microgrids pulsing, real yield and fly. My fusion is fire, the future's inside. As a mothership online, we rise in the night, built from the chains where others lost sight. As our microgrids pulsing, real yield and fly. My fusion is fire. This is real life. No JPEG promising, no clickbait clones. We own the code, the vault, the zones. Stack that yield, no Ponzi tones. Just smart contracts and bulletproof bones. NFTs that print, yeah, pass it pays. Fusion built it in silent days. Now we shine, no delays. Bomb flows hot like Dexy Blaze. Vol burns rising on Plazm stats. E-share drops, yeah, we like that. Low supply, no inflation games. Microgrid earns, that's DeFi flames. There's a mothership online. We rise in the night. Built from the chains where others lost sight. I can make a grids pulsing, real yield and flight. The fusion is fire, the future's in sight. There's a mothership online. We rise in the night, built from the chains where others lost sight. I can make a grids pulsing, real yield and flight. The fusion is fire. This is real life. Remember the signs, we broke it loud. They laughed at DeFi, we built a crowd. No VCs, no ties, only freedom and yield that multiplies. Microgrid stacked like royalty rights. Each one's income day and night. No click to earn, no empty spin. Fusion plays the long-term win. Minted points, that's yesterday. Now it's yield every time you stay. The bonds pay in pure reward. Any share hits that scoreboard. From DexFi.com to the Plazm core. Every transaction fuels us more. We earn, we rise, we own. Welcome aboard, welcome home. Was your mothership online? We rise in the night. Love built from the chains where others lost sight. Watch your microgrids pulsing, real yield and flight. The fusion is fire, the future's in sight. Was your mothership online? We rise in the night. Love built from the chains where others lost sight. Watch your microgrids pulsing, real yield and flight. The fusion is fire. This is real life.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the official EMP Mothership live stream. We come to you every Thursday at 6:45 p.m. Eastern, and as usual, I'm joined by my co-host with the most and fellow team member, LA, how are you?
I'm good. Hey, what's up, everybody?
Awesome. So yeah, we have a lot to go over. As usual, markets are imploding, but the EMP ecosystem is chugging along, man. Lots to get into tonight. So that being said, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe before we jump right in. That really helps us. And the YouTube channel's been growing again. We a lot of you may have noticed we started doing daily shorts from these AMAs throughout the week. So that really has helped get some new eyeballs in as well, and that helps helps your bags without having to put any additional capital to get the word out. So. All right, so I'm gonna basically just kind of go over where we're at, and then we'll go into each protocol in specifically. But overall, I mean, again, ETH under 2 grand, Bitcoin nuking, the U.S. stock market today, looking like an absolute dumpster fire. But eShare, Plazm, bonds, everything in our ecosystem is doing double-digit green days. So that is really bullish. Again, we have finally, I think, hit our stride, and the core of all that is bonds. Bonds have just been absolutely crushing it. We did a top up last night. It usually happens every Wednesday night or Thursday morning, and it's the yield from the previous week. And we did another record week in yield. So APR is still over 100%. Um, and again, when the market is this bad, that is really promising in terms of what the future holds for bonds. And as long as bonds are producing, that has a positive effect on literally everything in the ecosystem. So Plazm has been going up because bonds are producing more APR that is then deployed to the buy and burn, so on and so on. E-share support, all of the above. And we made major headway too on the previous debt. US DEX, the escrow payments were at all-time high again this week, and we're coming up on the 15th, which is another bond distribution for those that were affected in the original issue. And so we're making major headway on all that. And why I bring it up, especially now, is once all of that is cleared, then that means GDEX and Fusion rewards will be absolutely juiced with all that yield just from bonds alone. So, the next few months, again, are going to be really interesting. And once we turn the corner, I think people are going to be really, really excited. Not to mention, uh, as long as even with the overhead, so to speak, or debt payments, if we can get to 10 million TVL in bonds alone, that happens even quicker. So we've already surpassed 2 million, even when ETH is below. And I made a point on the last AMA. If bonds were to recover to the original price that they started at, we would be over 10 million TVL just on that alone without any new bond buyers. So all of that is really, really important for the future of what we're doing, and I'm excited. So LA, how about you? What do you think? Are you finally getting excited again? I know,
Oh
but
yeah, literally so
totally
excited. It's been amazing seeing the incredible momentum of bonds. It's just such a testament to um, just how bullish people are on our ecosystem still after 4 years, and
for sure.
it's incredible.
Yep, I couldn't agree more. So, and again, now that we're always bullish and excited, and especially after our anniversary celebration last week, but it's really great to see that the numbers are actually following what we're saying. And we said many times that the transparency and the math behind the protocols is unfuddable. So and now we're seeing it actually reflect um, on the chart and in the price. So all right, Ella, you want to go over bonds to begin with? I know
Mhm.
we did some updates. I'll let you read some of our bullet points, and then I'll pull up the website to expand.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are officially just bang in on all cylinders. We're printing 2 weeks in a row of incredible APRs and payouts on the bonds. The bonds have once again outperformed the broader crypto market this week as we continue to print. And this week, there was another 100K plus minted in bonds. So smart money is starting to wake up. DEX bonds APR was an average of 129% this past week. GDEX APR 21%, and the ES EX payment was $26,000. So big time payment back towards the compensation plan, which is a really positive note, as AJ was just going over. Um, so the first exciting thing with bonds, which we started to go over last week, is that our affiliate program is now live. And this is the best time to participate because there have been 2 weeks of crazy payouts in bonds. And so it's something that's naturally exciting to talk to others about. So even in a down market, the DexFi bonds, they continue to perform. And so there's now the affiliate program, and it's a permanent yield-backed affiliate system built to scale with real TVL. All affiliate commissions are paid 100% from protocol fees, never from an investor's principal. So it never impacts the current APR, and it's never through dilution. So that's a really unique way to run a referral program, which is very exciting. While many of the DeFi trenches are still stuck pushing unsustainable and Ponzi style models that, quite frankly, break under pressure, DeFi bonds are proving what real yield looks like in both bull and bear conditions. Affiliates earn ongoing commissions from yield splits on every future deposit made by their referrals forever, even if the user never clicks your link again. This creates true compounding income tied directly to the protocol performance, not hype cycles or constant user churn. This program is also a powerful tool for communities, projects, and influencers. You can invite your favorite DAO, your favorite creator, or ecosystem to plug into this affiliate structure and generate real sustainable revenue to support their treasury, content, or development, all without compromising their audience. You can monitor your referrals and total deposited amounts directly from your dashboard and claim affiliate commissions after each weekly distribution. Affiliates were paid for this past week of commissions. So if you have already been participating, definitely go ahead and check your dashboard. And I'll go ahead and post the link to the bonds page in the chat. You can find your referral link just by scrolling to the bottom of that page.
Perfect. Yeah, 100%. So I'll start with there just since we were on the topic. The affiliate program's been amazing. Again, this is meant to target new users. If you already are in bonds and have minted under either DexFi or Bernard bonds, again, you are already locked in. But you are able to show or share your affiliate link with others. So again, the whole idea is that this is a way to bring in new capital into the system. And we already have a bunch of partners that have been taking advantage of it, and it's been amazing. So the split that we pay on yield is out of our 70/30 cut. So the 30%, it doesn't affect APL or any payouts to the users. It's simply just a split from the DexFi and team allocation. And again, it doesn't really negatively affect payouts either because every time somebody brings a new TVL in, that actually helps us pay the debt even quicker. So it is a win-win for everybody. And we've already seen a few protocols. We'll talk about this at the end, but we've seen even protocols take advantage of this. True2x over out in Pulse, they are utilizing the affiliate program now for their own treasury. So they're earning and bringing in, and it can get really lucrative. I mean, some rough numbers on the APR that we're seeing right now. For every about 100K that you can bring into bonds as an affiliate, it's about $1,000 a month in the yield split. So again, it can be really lucrative for projects and other KOLs or influencers that you might know to take advantage of it. So just continue to help us spread the word. At the end of the day, the more TVL in DexFi overall, the better. And if you've already been using Bernard bonds, again, we did merge Bernard bonds as the white label back into DexFi overall. But feel free to mint your bonds on Bernard bonds as well if you were already doing so. Again, it's all going to the same mothership now. And again, the more TVL, the better for everybody. So now with everything combined too, the affiliates or the stats have been really powerful. So as we can see, we're still, even with the market nuking today, we've done over just over $10,000 today in revenue. Over the last few weeks, it's been averaging between 10 and 20 grand a day. So these two numbers at the bottom here, daily compound and daily profit, that is from the 70% yield that the bonds generate. Again, half of that's going to protect the principal balance, that is the price of bonds, and about half is going into the payout. So that is with those splits, you're still getting 128% APR, which is insane. And the bond price, in terms of ETH, has really been plateauing, even with ETH continuing to dump. So again, obviously the dollar value is going to fluctuate based on the price of ETH, but we've seen this number at about 0.02 is the lowest it's ever went, and that was about a month ago or 3 weeks ago now. But over the since we implemented the merger of all the white labels and all the updated compounding, the ETH ratio has steadily gone up. So we've been at 0.225 all the way to 0.235. So again, and now rebounding as we speak back over 0.23. So everything is looking really, really good. Like Yele mentioned, we had well over 100 grand come in over the last week in new deposits, and all of these numbers are being produced with still about 250 grand on the sideline. So let me pull this up. Bear with me here while it loads. All right, so as always, we're always fully transparent. Again, this is the DBank link that pulls all the data directly from the on-chain explorers. We cannot alter this. It's all immutable. And even now we're seeing, we have about 131 ETH that is just on the sidelines, waiting for the next opportunity or to be deployed when the bottom quote unquote is in, or we feel like we can DCA into other assets within the fund. So that's really exciting because it gives us kind of an insurance policy. If we do go lower, then we can still deploy capital, and we're still doing over 100% APR without all the capital working, which again is so amazing. I mean, we've had some great success with Banker and REI, and some of the alts that we have exposure to have really been carrying the fund overall. So, all right, that's a high level overview. Let me jump back. I know we had a few questions on how to get in. So, just returning over that really quick. This is ETH on Base. So you can bridge to Base from Binance, or you can just directly onboard through Coinbase. That's another reason why we love Base, is that the onboarding is really, really easy. But you just need ETH on Base. You mint a bond, again, one or 100 or more, depending on how much ETH you have. You hit mint. So one, hit mint, and then after you approve and submit, it will show up over here, and it will automatically be staked for you, and you start earning the 128% APR immediately. Every block the USDC is paid out. Obviously, APR will fluctuate, but the current displayed APR is based on the exact price at the at the current moment. So this is real APR based on a 0.029 ETH cost of a bond. So I think that's, again, most of what I wanted to cover. LA, was there anything else you want to add or anything else about bonds?
Yep, we have some more notes for bonds. So the bond migration was complete. So we've successfully consolidated, and AJ briefly mentioned this. I just wanted to read the full
Yeah, please,
announcement.
for sure.
We've successfully consolidated all the white labeled bond platforms into a single unified service. So this migration allows us to centralize liquidity for tighter account management, enable additional capital inflows, and improve dollar cost averaging efficiency. Just as importantly, it simplifies the product experience, creating clearer optics for new users and eliminating confusion between programs. If you previously held multiple bonds, you'll now see your total position combined under one dashboard on the link that I put in the chat. Aside from this consolidation, the system continues to operate exactly as before. A balance of USDC remained in the rewards pool following the migration, resulting in a slightly lower APR for the epoch in which this was happening, and these funds were rolled into the next epoch.
Yep, perfect. So yeah, just everything Ellie said, 100%. So and that's why APR is even a little bit higher right now, pushing 130%. Last week it was about 110. Anything over 100 is just insane. But that being said, all of those funds are now deployed. This was for the previous epoch. Now everything is good to go, and all the funds are combined. So again, whether you minted on Bernard Bonds site or DexFi Bonds, now it's all the same under both. So you can visit the DexFi page and see your positions, or if you had a Bernard Bonds, it will show up again on Bernard Bonds as well. So it's essentially the exact same interface now. The only difference here that we show for Bernard Bonds is how much percentage-wise the Bernard bonds make up of the overall fund. So this metric over here, hang on. Yeah, so right here, man, my mouse is all over the place. All right, so over here, yeah, about 10,000 of the 40,000 bonds are Bernard bonds, and that's about 22% of the overall fund. Just like we show with Plazm, which we'll get to in a minute. Plazm owns about 18% of the overall bond. So again, this is way better for everybody. It allows all, no matter where you're minting now, all that capital and TVL goes into one fund. We're not having to split positions or do double work in managing two separate or five separate protocols with all the white labels. And through the affiliate program, those that were white labeled or were white labels essentially get the same benefit as they did in the beginning. So again, a win-win-win for everybody. And now the total USDC distributed is also combined. A whopping $1.2 million has been paid out in USDC over the last 9 months. So again, the numbers are incredibly, incredibly attractive, and we can't make that up. Those numbers are all verified on chain on what's been paid out. And again, you can go here, go to transactions, and you could literally run a report that will show you all the minting, all the redeeming, every single penny, where it goes, all on chain. So, all right. All right. Anything else, LA? Sorry, go ahead.
Nope, that's it for bonds.
All right, for bonds. Awesome. All right, what is up next?
Fusion.
All right, let me pull that up. Bear with me here. All right, here we go. So let me come back up to the top. All right, so Fusion continuing to look really good. We had some cheap microgrids at about 0.03. That got eaten up. I know the treasury scooped a punch low. We were trying to give people an opportunity to buy cheap microgrids. But when we see a good deal, we step in as well. And now with eShare pushing almost $10, which we'll talk about that in a second here on the chart. The APR is also going up. So again, it's all relative, but we're pushing 5% APR on Fusion now as well, and that number has been steadily increasing with the price of eShare going up and the yield that we are using are making to be able to buy and distribute eShare to Fusion holders. So definitely don't sleep on Fusion. Again, it may not be the shiniest tool in the tool shed right now, but it is definitely one of the biggest opportunities because when the revenue streams do finally kick in, it will be too late. You will not have been able to buy microgrids and build ownership without paying, you know, 5x what you could potentially get microgrids for right now. And that's just how markets work. Again, those that take the biggest quote unquote risk or get in early with conviction, they are the ones that usually benefit the most when things do recover. And we have all the infrastructure in place right now to make that happen. So, Ella, yeah, go ahead. Sorry, was there some specific notes on Fusion, and then I can elaborate. Yeah,
One thing that AJ and I were talking about prior to getting on this live stream is just how incredible it is to see eShare on the rise when the market hasn't gone back up very much or at all.
for
Um,
sure.
we saw a big dip in eShare when the market took whatever it was, a 35% hit, because obviously eShare ETH is linked, but it's incredible to see over $10,000 worth of buy volume in the last 24 hours and eShare going up organically without the market driving it up or doing anything to help it. And so this gives us a lot of excitement when it comes to the market recovering and the localized highs that we could be hitting on eShare at that time. So this is really a positive chart, but at the same time, it still leaves a lot of room for people to get in and stack up at a really great price, even if it is on the rise.
Yeah, absolutely, LA. Again, we've seen about a 4 or 5 touches now on the all-time low, about $5. We're already a double almost from there. And yeah, I mean the whole idea is accumulation on eShare. It's everything that we continue to say on every AMA, and it just takes time for people for that to sink in, I think. And yeah, we've seen amazing buying pressure on eShare right now. People are starting to nibble, knowing how undervalued eShare is. And again, the supply is extremely low. Under 60,000 eShare total now. A lot of that is inside of Plazm or Treasury wallets. And the more economic energy that we are able to produce with Fusion and bonds and everything else, literally buying eShare off the market because it's no longer inflationary. That literally guarantees that the price will go up from that buying pressure. So, and again, even if 100% of people sold the eShare that is distributed through Fusion, it would still be a net neutral effect. So all of that again is really important for the future of everything, and it all compounds on itself as well because the higher the price of eShare, the higher the APR, the more rewards people are getting in terms of dollar value. So this up and to the right momentum will snowball as all those things start happening as well. So cool. All right.
Love it.
Yeah. Anything else with Fusion, LA?
No, I think we can dive into Plasm. There's some exciting news there as well.
All right. Awesome. Oh, I did just want to show. Hang on 1 second. Let me jump back over to Fusion. All right, so I did just want to say really quick how to get involved in Fusion. I did see a few questions on that. Again, everything now is on base. If you are new to Fusion, it's the only way to get in is to come down here to the marketplace and buy off the market. So right now, it'll show you the cheapest microgrid at the top. So literally come down here. We see this person has about $1,000 worth of microgrids available, about just under 30,000. You would come down here, you would hit buy, and you can buy any variation of that. So one microgrid or all of them that are listed. You don't have to buy all of them at once. There is a 3% buy and sell fee that goes to rewards, not to us, which even further allows more rewards in Fusion. And that's how you get in. So you would buy the microgrids, and then once the purchase goes through, just make sure that they are staked up here. You do have to have them staked to be able to earn. And as you can see, this position right here earned about $5 so worth of eShare this week, and I believe I claimed halfway through the week anyway. So you start earning new eShare right away, and that's why I made the analogy that Fusion is like an eShare mining rig, because if you're bullish on eShare, you can buy microgrids to earn eShare rather than buying it outright. So again, that's another way to continue to participate in the ecosystem and do it in a way that doesn't require a ton of upfront capital to do so. So, all right, awesome. That was what I wanted to say. All right, let me go over to Plazm, right, LA?
Yes.
All right, bear with me here.
While you do that, I'll just read the
Okay, please.
announcement that you made the other day. Plazm is doing 1% daily the right way. And so it's real revenue, not recycled deposits, 100% on-chain transparency. It's built to last, not built to rug. It's got a sustainable referral system, and ROI is variable, but the BBB, buy and burn, is starting to outweigh the selling pressure daily. If you want 1% daily with proof, Plazm is it. And I will post the link for Plazm in the chat.
Awesome. So yeah, again, we're somewhat tongue in cheek with this, targeting the 1% a day degens, but it is 100% the case. So and even now we're at 1.2% daily. So now that we've seen things level out, the price of Plasm has started to rebound because of the buy and burn, which we'll talk about in a second. It truly is 1% daily for the next 77 days, assuming the price stays where it is, or if it goes up, then it's even more. But to me, that shows that we're really finding a floor here, and it's an incredible opportunity to get in. If you did, miss Plasm originally, now would be as good a time as ever. Or if you do have positions compounding the Plasm into more stakes, you're getting that same ROI and arguably even more ROI because you have more Plasm without having to buy it on the market. So that really is the name of the game. Is trying to accumulate as much Plasm as possible, and the rewards are extremely attractive to do that. Now, if you are brand new, I would highly recommend going to easy mode because it does all the work for you. Again, all you need is ETH on base or USDC or any eShare or Plazm. But if you're brand new, you probably don't have eShare or Plazm. So ETH and USDC, you put in however much you want to spend to enter, and we always recommend the 77-day length. Again, that is the longest you can do a stake for, and that will give you the best multiplier on earning more Plazm. And it's that easy. Then you just hit enter easy mode, and it will automatically go on the market, buy Plazm, keep enough ETH or USDC to pay the staking fees, and put you in the protocol with a few clicks. So easy mode is real, again, easy to get involved. You don't really need to know the ins and outs of the protocol, and then you can learn more about the protocol. So and all that being said, what LA mentioned is the buy and burn is really starting to ramp up. So because we take all the incoming ETH or USDC and convert it to ETH, the Treasury buys bonds, and those bonds generate yield. And so what happens is this is a daily creation protocol where we're never touching the principal balance. Now, obviously, this number's gone down, but the only reason the number's below 400K is that ETH is below 200 or 2000. So as ETH recovers, you get full exposure to the upside potential of ETH as well. And this number over here, 11,000, is fed every day with another $1,000 or more of real yield without new users. So again, it's fundamentally different. We have about 1,000, even more now, probably $1,100 a day of buying pressure that never depletes the treasury, and that's why we're really starting to see Plazm and eShare outperform the market because it's a benevolent whale, essentially, just buying and burning every single day without ever expecting to be in profit, just basically benefiting everybody else that is in the protocol. So if you go to stats, you can see all of this in action. So hang on, I'll scroll down. All right, so we're at nearly 20% of the current circulating supply, and over 1% now of the total supply that comes out over the next 20 years on Plazm. 1.5 million burned, a new all-time low in the amount of liquid Plazm, only 23% liquid, and the majority of that, again, is in either the LP or is staked, earning more Plazm. So the whole idea is that you participate in the protocol as intended to earn more Plazm than you would ever be able to buy on the market for the same amount. And down here is where I get really excited. All right, so we just passed $80,000. So in 134 days that the protocol has been around, Bonds has been able to produce literally $80,000 of buying pressure on Plazm and eShare, without any new users. It's just amazing. Again, this is
Incredible.
isn't it, LA? I mean, I can't stress this enough. I mean, that's 80 grand. Just imagine, a benevolent whale coming and buying $80,000 of the token and disappearing, and never ever selling it. That is what we have here. So, and that number grows by, again, about $1,000 a day at this APR. So as long as bonds are paying, and especially when bonds grow in value and the APR grows, Plazm will benefit just at levels we haven't even seen yet. So right now, again, still about 400K in dollar value, but what's important up here is nearly 200 ETH in ETH value with that ETH ratio. So again, this number fluctuates depending on the price of bonds in both ETH and in dollar value. But if everything was the same and we saw ETH back at 400, I'm sorry, 4,000, we would have again the same amount of ETH, but now the treasury would be 800K, and we'd be earning about $2,000 a day, and that's just from the recovery of the assets. That has nothing to do with new deposits or new users. So once you wrap your head around that and how this protocol works, uh, it is literally a game changer. I don't know any other protocol that has been able to implement real yield like this in a sustainable way and do it in such a short amount of time. So we've had all the success within 137 days. And over the next 20 days or so, um, there's very little supply that's even able to be released. So that will also help the price of Plazm moving forward. And I want to show one last thing. And then, LA, if you want to add to any of this, but I just want to show the chart really quick. Okay, so I drew this trend line a few weeks ago now, and we've now broken out. So this is the theoretical floor price of Plasm, and as we continue, and it's measured in terms of e-share. So as we start seeing the recovery of Plasm against e-share, that will also make the contribution costs a little bit less and really start pushing the protocol into even more profitability as we move forward. So this is a really interesting chart to keep an eye on. Um, and all of this is done with, again, relatively little daily buying pressure from the buy and burn alone. When other people start coming in to the protocol fresh, that will dramatically increase all this. And as you can see, we bottomed out earlier this month and have been up into the right now just from the buy and burn alone. And once we get past, about say 7 cents or so, we can start really, really moving quickly as things recover. So I'm really excited for Plasm. It's been about what we learned with EMP originally, the Tomb Fork version of EMP, all the other projects that we have implemented. Plasm is kind of the culmination of what we've learned from everything else, all rolled into one. So really excited for the future. But all right, Ellie, go ahead.
I love
Anything
that.
else?
No, the only other I had another announcement there, but you've kind of just gone over most of it just now.
Okay. Yeah.
I can
All
read it
right.
though,
Yeah.
but
Go ahead. Yeah, for sure.
we've officially started an uptrend from the lows on the E-share Plasm ratio, and the engine is clearly waking up. BBB is now driving over $1,000 a day in buying, burning, and building liquidity, funded entirely by treasury earnings. That means no new user money is involved, just pure external yield doing exactly what it was designed to do. Looking ahead, the next 20 or so days should be especially interesting with very little supply coming out while BBB continues to crank day after day. Also, with the market getting nuked, the treasury balance is still over 350K, not draining, and it's in actual ETH value reaching all-time highs. If you faded us or have been waiting for a clean opportunity to add to your bags, this is shaping up to be one of those moments that you don't want to miss. Easy mode is just that, and it's the easiest way to get in. It will automatically purchase and stake for you. Enter with USDC or ETH on base. 77-day staking is currently producing 1% daily ROI.
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely. So again, and we do these daily updates, or at least once a week usually, in the respective Telegram and Discord or Twitter accounts. So make sure you're following all of our other socials, and you'll get these updates in real time. But I did want to show this diagram as well, just before we move on from Plazm, and this really helps illustrate, in a visual way, what I was saying earlier, where we're never ever touching the principal on the what we call the yield engine. So if you pay to get into the protocol with Ethereum or USDC, that automatically goes to buy bonds, and then those bonds, the yield goes into the four compartments below. If you use eShare, then that does go directly into the yield engine. We don't ever sell eShare to buy bonds. So there is, again, a little bit of a different routing depending on what the asset is. But ultimately, it's bullish because it's not additional selling pressure on eShare ever. And the eShare that is used, because our main LP is eShare Plazm, when you use eShare to buy Plazm, it doesn't reduce the price of eShare. So it's a win-win for everybody. And then that $1,000 a day, roughly right now, that's accumulated goes 65% to the buy and burn. That again buys Plazm and burns it. 28% goes to the buy and build, where it will essentially buy half Plazm and half eShare, and then create more LP with that. So we're always increasing the liquidity. 5% is Genesis, which again is just the no expectations wallet that helps us keep the lights on, pay for development, pay for marketing, etc. And then 2% into referrals on ETH only. So again, the referral system is only paid from the yield, which is really sustainable and doesn't negatively impact the protocol. So all the mechanisms are here with Plazm, and it's only a matter of time before people really start to understand the power of what we have. So, all right, I think that will do it for Plazm. Anything else, LA, before we move on?
No, I think that's it.
All right, so up next we had some questions on SparkSwap, right? LA, I don't know. Yeah,
Yes.
if you want to
There
start,
was
and then
some
I'll elaborate.
questions in the deck swap group. If you could update us on if there's any progress with knowing when SparkSwap would be migrated.
Yeah, so as of right now, again, we made multiple announcements that SparkSwap and then ultimately DexSwap have been kind of sunsetted, or at the very least, put on pause. So if you did have any assets in SparkSwap, you need to withdraw. Same with DexSwap. And, unfortunately, with SparkSwap specifically, no matter how much great economics or community or mechanisms at play, we just were not able to overcome the again, for lack of a better word, dumpster fire that Pulse became and continued to be. Now that being said, we've always said that we're looking into ways to give credit for people that were in SparkSwap. It's not again a guarantee. It's just simply us trying to do the right thing for people that do support us and do get involved in our builds and try to move forward. So I hopefully will have more info on that. We do have some things cooking, put it that way. So there is some really interesting things that are related to Pulse that have been happening. I can't give away too much alpha, but we're hoping that does allow us to move forward on that plan. But there is no time frame. There is no, again, guarantee, and it's just simply us doing what we can as a team to help. It's not it's not a direct credit or migration in that regard. So
And
yeah, I
that
don't know.
being
Go ahead.
said, and that being said, we're not necessarily going to have an update on this particular topic on every AMA.
For
Just
sure.
trust that when we do have news, we will highlight it. So no need to ask for weekly updates or anything like that on that particular topic.
Yeah, no doubt. And again, we're focusing on what's working. I mean, we did a whole explanation on this in a few AMAs and in a post about DexSwap specifically. But we're putting all of our resources, all the development time, all the behind the scenes work into what is generating the most yield for the protocols right now, and that is vaults and bonds. And so, we have to work on what makes sense. Obviously, it'd be great to have our own exchange, and that is still something we hope to do. But right now, with the current market, it just isn't something that we can, uh, put substantial development time into to make it happen. And again, it didn't rug Spark. Again, you can still access any of your LPs. Obviously, they're dramatically down in price, but that is no fault of the protocol. It's just more it's associated with all of our LP being tied to the price of Pulse. So again, if you do feel something is wrong, or you had some assets or whatever, feel free to open a ticket in Discord. But uh, all of that is again water under the bridge at this point. And when we do have an update, we'll absolutely bring it to the AMAs. So, all right.
Awesome.
Yeah, cool. All right. What is next? Let me see.
True2x.
Yeah, all right. Let's finish with True2x. Actually, you know what? Let me pull up the image again. Hang on one sec here. Sorry, I'm not prepared again. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. Bear with me here. All right. All right, so we did an announcement with a new, partner protocol. So we've talked about True2x a few times now, and we will be doing an update AMA on this. But although we're not affiliated in terms of team, or it's not an official EMP product, we always like to see protocols building on top of our ecosystem. So True2x is a protocol on Pulse that allows you to essentially double your PLS. Um, and although like I just got done saying, Pulse was a mess, there are protocols like this that are doing incredibly well because they're implementing real external yield. And as you can see over here on the right hand side, we are now part of their yield engine. So True2x is using part of their fees to go and buy DeFi bonds. Then the yield from those bonds help people 2x their pulse quicker and quicker and quicker. So again, really excited to see other protocols building on top of bonds, and that is the goal for 2026. So we're doing a lot of development work right now, even on allowing other protocols to easily plug into bonds. And whether it's True2x or more close to home, LStake. Again, shout out to Grover and everything that he's doing with LStake. That will be part of our protocol, and that will again be able to automatically plug in bond yield into LStake and any of the LStake as a service. So we could see literally tens, if not hundreds, of protocols be able to plug in and use our bonds for real yield, dramatically increasing TVL, payouts, and really helping us scale to other projects. So not only can individuals use bonds to generate yield, but now protocols will be able to generate yield through bonds, and that again could get our. I mean, we could see TPL in 50 to 100 million in a matter of no time if that really gets adoption like we think it will. So I'm really excited for that, and that is our goal for 2026 is allowing everybody to utilize bonds in a all on chain with smart contracts, and as hands off as it can be to continue the movement. And I think it is a movement. Any protocol in 2026 that is not implementing real yield, whether it's our bonds or any real yield for that matter, will fail. And that isn't FUD. It isn't, me being a jerk. It's not self-fulfilling or self-serving because I want people to buy more bonds. It's simple economics that if you're relying on, someone to buy your token at a higher price than what you bought it for, and there's no other mechanisms to pay for expenses or support the token price, then it's a zero sum game at that point. So that's what I'm excited for, and for crypto overall to really start to understand that you have to treat your protocols as real businesses. So yeah, I couldn't be more excited for that. What do you think, LA? I think we're positioned really well
Oh
for
yeah.
that.
Oh yeah. Whoop, whoop.
Amazing. All right. All right. I think that is it, right? Was there any other notes? And then I know we can get into some Q&A for sure.
Yeah, I think tonight's a little bit of a short one. We do have a question in the chats. Can we add an auto compound on Plazm so when 77 days are up, my Plazm automatically rolls back into easy mode for another 77 days?
Yeah, absolutely, Tracy. So, if you created your stake, or creation for that matter, with easy mode to begin with, there is an auto compound function. So, oh, oh, am I there? Oh, sorry, my computer was freezing.
Here, here.
Yeah, all right, cool. So there is if you did create a initially create through easy mode, then that functionality is already there for you. When your unlock becomes available, the UI will show you a little slider that has a compound um percentage right there. So the short answer is that is already a thing. If you did not use easy mode, then you would just need to again do it manually, unfortunately, where you would sell, part of your Plasm to pay for the contribution, or what's best is to claim the Plasm and then use fresh ETH or USDC to pay for their contribution cost. That's how you're going to earn the most Plasm, token per token as it goes. So yeah, and if you don't have any of that, you don't want to sell your Plasm, and you don't have fresh capital, then the next best thing is to just hold Plasm for the price to move up with the buy and burn. Always, buying $1,000 a day worth of tokens. So cool. All right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I
What's
don't
there?
see many other questions. Just shout out to Ryan. He says, I tried to send a super chat, but I can't pay in Plasm or eShare. What is wrong with this world?
Oh, right on. Yeah, shout out to Ryan again. Speaking of Ryan and Grover, they're doing an AMA. So please go over to his channel for the final AMA on L Stake. And yeah, Neil, thanks for the reminder. So when L Stake is available, that will be another way to utilize your Plasm or eShare. If you can't afford to go back in, you can stake in the liquid staking for both of those. So that is yet a fourth option of what to do. So we're always building utility and use case for all of our tokens. So yeah, great reminder. And yeah, please remember to watch the AMA because the pre-sale for L Stake is going to be over in like 3 days, I think. So please do get involved. Again, not financial advice, but if you like what the infrastructure behind L Stake utilizing all of our bonds, some other hedging mechanisms, the economics are really good on L Stake. Make sure you're in before the pre-sale ends. So, all right, I really think that's it. LA, was there any other on Discord? I know
Nope.
we've been moving through the questions, so
That is
cool.
it for tonight.
All right. Well, I'll let you have some of the final words here. I know you're always so optimistic, but it is really nice to see the charts following the bullishness that we've always had, right, LA?
Yeah. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. I'll wish you all an early happy Valentine's Day. Don't forget, if you have a special someone in your life, give them a nice surprise.
I
But
love it.
no, we love you all, and we hope that you have a great rest of your week, and we will look forward to seeing you next week.
100%. Awesome. Thank you, LA. As always, we come to you every Thursday at 6:45 p.m. Eastern, and we hope you all have a great weekend. We will be here next week, as always, and hopefully by then we have even more gains to talk about. So, all right. Good night. Good day. Much love to all of you. See you soon.